What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 here, back for another video review. Today we're gonna take a look at another diorama piece. I've been on fire when it comes to this diorama. I just wanna they just capture my imagination now. And I bought this at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. As you can see from the box earlier, there's three colors for this. I think they're still all available. So this is $99. That's $100. So not cheap, but they're not expensive as well. If you're talking about dioramas, you know, if you look at the Spider-Man, you know, is it upgraded suit? Not that one. So it has a deluxe version that has, like, I believe $120 more because of the fancy base. Well, this is more than a fancy base. You can see here there's a light up functionality here. It does light up. It's mostly metallic. And it does have those magnets and whatnot, so you know, you can turn it on and off. It is a beautiful piece. You know, it adds to the overall ambience of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish on your display or photography or whatever the case is. Again, not cheap, because you know, you can buy a 3016 scale figure for $140, but not everything is 30. You can see here there's another foam that includes the actual phone itself inside, and that's magnetic. You can see the magnets there, but I can see why people would see this as expensive. You know, $100, a phone booth, and it's not for everyone. You know, you can't put Thanos inside. It's made specific for certain figures, you know, like Superman or Tyler Durden, or you know, things like that, older figures. But if you have those and you have a variety of figures, say Terminators, this would look good, you know, as an overall piece. This is not going in my Detolf or whatever. You know, it could be like a display case on its own. It has, you can see 5 Creation phone booth there. I just turned it on. It takes 3 AAA batteries. I see some people replace this 5 Creation phone. It's, if you get like a piece of paper or something, the light would shine, you know, outside of it. I don't know, maybe acrylic or something like that. But the entire construction of this phone booth is nice. It's mostly metal. You see there's some paint imperfections in this phone booth, but it doesn't really bother me because it just adds to the overall griminess, you know, the overall appeal of the phone booth. I mean, are you even gonna see a phone booth nowadays? You know, like, most people have cell phones. I don't even know what place on, maybe, I'm sure there's a place on earth that has phone booth still, or functional at least, but this just kind of gives you back to, you know, the good old days here. Some movies like Superman, like I mentioned earlier, older movies, Back to the Future, you know, you could use this as a background piece to that. And so the door, you know, I'll show you the door here itself. It is magnetic, you know, so it hinges back and forth without a problem. It looks nice. The like glass, I'm doing air quotes right now, I believe they're like a kind of like a thicker plastic that is glued onto the metal itself, and you can see the plating there. They're metallic as well, so that's why they use magnets, because it just sticks, and the magnet's pretty strong enough that one of the, like, it's like a small magnet just kind of put on the, you know, on the side. It came unglued, and you know, you get that from Hot Toys as well, so I just glued it right back up. And this is the phone itself. Like I mentioned earlier, the like the cord is made out of metal as well, so you're not afraid that it's gonna rip or anything like that. It might still, but you know, nice details on the phone. You know, you can actually read the details in there, not with this lens, because I didn't use my you know, my macro lens here, but you can see it. You can twist and move up. And it's nice because, like I mentioned earlier, it is made out of magnets. It has magnets in the back, so you can position the height of this phone, you know, up and down depending on the figure that you do have, you know, but mostly you'll put it eye level. And you see here, once you turn on the lights are actually bright. You can see how I turned off all the lights in my studio here, and you can barely see anything, but you could see the phone booth. You know, you can close it up. I didn't wipe the internals. I didn't initially on the on my camera when I was looking at it. You know, it was okay, but looking at it now, you see some dust in there. So yep, moving out here, and this is one of the uses of this phone booth. You know, I don't know if you see on the side here, I got my dumpster, also from Big Bad Toy Store, Superman coming out. You know, I asked the biggest Superman fan that I know of, which is Mila, how to construct a Superman that's changing. So that is another project of mine in the down the line. You can see here Arthur Fleck, you know, in it's a third party figure inside a phone booth. I know he banged his head or something. So this is what I'm talking about. And you got some garbage, some trash dumpster on the side. You know, if you have like a decent backdrop, like again, if you're into photography like myself, this is fun, you know. Or if you are just trying to construct an environment, for example, like an alley, like New York or something, you get a backdrop, like a printed one. You don't even need like an actual one, you know, and then a flooring of some sort. That would be nice. And you got Neo as well, you know, kind of like when the truck is coming at him, you know. So I put it there as well. So, you know, there's a lot of things you could do. You know, your imagination could go run wild when it in this kind of settings right here. And you can put like I believe, because this is not really glass, it's more like plastic. So if you have, you know, stickers, like I do have a lot of stickers from my dumpster, to make it a little bit more, you know, older, you know, you can put some graffiti next to it, you know, like get some water-based pens, you know, Sharpies, so you could erase it if you wanted to. So those kind of things, or stickers like I mentioned earlier, so it feels more grimy and all that stuff. So final thoughts on this this phone booth. I love it. I love it more than I thought I would. You know, the light up functionality just added to the ambience of it. You see, I put in the Chicago backdrop here. I'm a homer, so but I love this thing. It's not for everyone. You can't put every figure in there, but there's always place for a phone booth, you know, in your collection. And like I mentioned earlier, it's tall enough. It's taller than an actual figure, as you saw earlier. You can put this standalone, like an acting like its own, I guess, display case, because it does light up as well. So you could do that instead of buying those cases, the individual one. I believe Big Bad has them as well, the Apex. They're like $150. This one, you know, you can see the figure through it, and it gives it a bit more character, I guess. You know, so thank you for watching, guys. If you like this kind of video and you want to see more diorama, you know, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.